Hey everyone, this is Steve from Average Joe's Fantasy Football, and I've got another start-sit video for you guys. Now this is going to be for the tight end position. Okay, this is going to be based off of PPR, so that might change some things if you are in a standard scoring league. Now, I'm going to mention obviously 3 starters that I believe are going to be some great options for you this week, 3 sits, and then some sleepers. Obviously, there's some obvious starters. I'm not going to talk about those guys. I'm not going to go into in-depth detail on those. You guys know who they are, so make sure you guys obviously start those guys, and I'll mention that briefly here. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell. That way, you guys are notified every time we drop a new video just like this to help you guys out with this upcoming season. If you guys do have questions about your lineup or questions about trades or waivers, please feel free to hit us in the comments down below, or of course, you can follow us on our socials, Twitter and Instagram. You can always hit us up in the DMs. That way we can answer any of those questions for you. We are here to help you guys win. That's what our whole goal is for. Give you guys the best analysis, reasons why we're picking those players, and of course, help you get to that championship. So we're going to jump right into this. This is going to be the tight end position. Now, these are your obvious starts. Okay, so these are your obvious starts at the tight end position. Tight end is a very unique spot where there's only so many guys you would absolutely start every single week based off of no matter what matchup. All right, so those are going to be your guys who are the obvious starters. Now, who I'm going to talk about next is who I think is going to be a great start this week. Now, the first guy I have is Robert Tonyan. Tonyan goes against the Saints. Saints normally have a really good defense on the rushing side, okay? They were 5th against the pass last year as far as a defensive team, but they gave up 16 points to the tight end position. That was actually one weakness that they had. The linebackers didn't do a great job at covering the tight end spot. Robert Tonyan's kind of back and forth, right? A lot of people don't know what to do with him. He did really well as far as fantasy points last season, but a lot of that had to contribute to his 11 touchdowns. I do see him still being a red zone threat, and I would say probably anywhere from 7 to 8 touchdowns is more realistic for him, but I do see a lot more of an increase in the passing game that I think will actually really help him out. So I do like Robert Tonyan a lot. The next guy I have is Dallas Garter. Now, Garter obviously still has Zach Ertz there, but you already know Garter's going to be really the guy for, the Eagles. They're going against the Falcons, who were the 32nd team against the pass. So obviously they gave up a lot last year. And they allowed about 17 points on average to the tight end position. So with that said, Garter is going to have a field day coming up in this matchup, all right? There's not a lot of weapons for the Eagles. If you guys don't already know, you've got Smith, Miles Sanders, Garter. That's really it. Zach Ertz, unfortunately, has kind of fallen off. He's got a little bit of the age. Really, that whole team has kind of lost faith in him, and for whatever reason it is. But Goddard's going to be a great option, and I really like Jalen Hurts, again, as a possible guy that would help out. So I like him a lot. The next tight end I have is Tyler Higby. Tyler Higby is going against the Bears. Now, the Bears do have a pretty good defense. They're the 12th best defense against the pass, but they gave up 16 points just like the Saints. They're a great pass rushing defense. They've got some good corners, but they struggled stopping the tight end spot. So Higby's going to be a great option. You could also go Everett, but I think Higby's going to be more of the go-to guy. And if you watched anything that Stafford did with, TJ Hawkinson, Matthew Stafford loved the tight end spot. So this is going to be a really good first opening weekend for Matthew Stafford and Higby. Now, as far as your sits go, this one might be a shock for some of you guys because I didn't put him as an obvious start, and I'm actually basing that off of a matchup. So TJ Hawkinson is going against the 49ers. A lot of things going against him. New offensive, scheme in general, right? You got Jared Goff, new weapons on the outside. So really you got Hawkinson as the only weapon. But they're going against the 49ers, who were the 4th against the pass. And on top of that, only allowed about 4 points to the tight end as an average. Yes, they allowed a couple spots here or there, but I don't expect Hawkinson to be that guy. I expect Hawkinson to have 3 or 4 catches, maybe 40, 50 yards. Which, in PPR, you're about 8 to 9 points. It's okay. But to really be a good starter, I expect at least double digits in the scoring, and I just don't see TJ as an option. Next guy I have as a sit is going to be Eric Ebron. Eric Ebron's going against the Bills. Bills are 13th against the pass last season, but they only allowed about 9 points on average to the tight end spot. Eric Ebron also is not the really second or even third option when it comes to this passing offense. Big Ben typically will start to throw to Chase Claypool or Deontay Johnson or Juju, and maybe even now Najee Harris. So Eric Ebron's really the 4th or 5th option in this passing offense, and I don't expect that to really grow. I kept maybe a couple balls. He had his moments last season, but I don't like Eric Ebron as far as this matchup goes. The next guy I have is Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith I do like, and I actually do like him a lot this season, but not against the Dolphins. The Dolphins were 22nd against the pass, but they allowed about 10 points. And it is kind of a stretch, but Jonnu Smith also has a little bit of a lingering injury. Obviously, Hunter Henry's not there. You got a new rookie at Mac Jones. I don't like this option at all for Jonnu. I think in the future, and again, give it 2 or 3 games, maybe you'll start to see Jonnu as a good start option that we'll have on here. But right now, I have him as a sit. Now, as far as sleepers go, my first sleeper I have is Logan Thomas against the Chargers. I really like Logan Thomas this year a lot. I think he could actually be a top-tier tight end if he stays healthy, and that's going to be his big thing. Ryan Fitzpatrick is there now, and I think Fitzpatrick's going to develop a good and strong relationship with Logan Thomas. You got McLaurin on the outside to help free that up, and so I really like them. The Chargers actually did not do a great job against tight ends as well last year, so this is a good option. The other sleeper I have is Noah Fant. Look, Giants struggled a lot against the tight end spot. That was actually one of their weaknesses. And I like Noah Fant a lot. He was one of those guys that you could almost start every single week. Again, but some of that matchup does matter. So I didn't have an obvious start because I think it's not that obvious. You could possibly go with somebody else if you had something out there. But Noah Fant, it's a great option. He's got, obviously a new quarterback thrown his way. But that's okay. I think Teddy Bridgewater is going to be really good for them than compared to Locke. Unfortunately, I hate to say that, but that's going to be my opinion on it. But I do like Noah Fant this season, or at least, again, this week as well. And make sure that you guys are paying attention to that. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I hope this little bit of, start sit kind of help you guys out. Obviously, you saw the starters who you should be starting every week. You got the starters for the great matchups this week. Some guys who I'm not crazy about as well. Tight end is a very thin spot. So some of these guys you may have to start, but if you can, these guys I don't recommend. Try to go after maybe the sleepers or somebody else that might be a better option for you guys. If you are new to the channel and you did enjoy this video, please make sure you hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. That way you guys are notified every time we drop a video just like this. And don't forget to ask any questions you have about your lineups or trades or waivers in the comments down below. Or, of course, you can always ask us in our socials. Hit us up in the DMs. That way we can help you guys out. I'm super excited. Week 1 is here. It's a beautiful thing. All right, it's a beautiful thing. So again, I want to thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys next time.